Hey everyone, welcome back to my gaming channel and to our live stream, Genshin Impact live stream, and it's quite a downpour. Where's King's lie now?
Thunder and lightning can be quite frightening, but don't worry. Liu's storm.
Yes. Okay, so I'm a lot behind today. I did not finish everything yet, so I want to do these things because I need this and the blades for King's sword. So we need to start looking into upgrading her sword, because we need to climb a tier level, a world level. Okay, I can't do that now, so let's quickly do this. It takes a minute.
Forth, my blade!
Speed of light!
And then we can continue. I don't know how much dialogue we're going to have again today, but...
Incoming!
Swift and merciful!
Yeah, we're still busy there in a new area, the Hydra Archon, where she mistakenly told us that we did something wrong, which we didn't. Well, we didn't know the rules, but still. I think she's the one that... I think we did the 160. Okay, let's go back to Mondstadt. Hey, we're already at 29%. Nice. You know, we only spent like one episode there, or one stream. So interesting that we are that far in. So I'm gonna grab our rewards and then we'll head over to, what's the new area again? Fontaine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for completing today's commissions.
Right.
Ad Astra
Next.
Abyssosk.
Let's dispatch again. Hey, we have a new...
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
14. What do you have? Mora. The Tolga, I don't know what that is. Mushrooms. Marcot. Looks like orange. Interesting. Wagner. So we're gonna throw in what we can. Definitely not those. Okay, and then we're done. Let's head over to Fontaine. Okay, so I unlocked all the wait, oh, not all of them. This is in a dungeon. Whoops.
Take your pick.
And right on this bridge, right here in the middle, there is a Gillis. So just be aware of that. Let's go see. Can we worship already? Hey, there's a bouncy thingy. Leith. Ah, such fun weather. You think so too, don't you? What are you? What are you doing? I'm patrolling and enjoying the weather as I do. Whether rain or shine, it's a good day for Melusine. What is Melusine? Okay, whatever. worship statue. I don't think we have enough. 20 for the first one. My goodness. Okay, let's skip that one. Where do we need to go? This way.
Yeah.
Hey, and chest. Just a common
Not
one,
bad,
but it
as
is.
far as treasure is concerned.
It is chest nonetheless.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
Wow, he sounds depressing. Or depressed.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Oh, look at the backpack thing.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Linny sure seems to have a big family. What a talented family.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
What is he? I didn't notice. Is he Animo?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
It's alright, you go ahead. Looks like Animo is. Oh no, it can be cryo.
Okay, I see.
I didn't notice again.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption.
It's not as
Before I
dark blue.
forget, the Traveler and I
Hydro.
collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Okay, can I go make stuff in the workshop as well? Or am I not allowed? Hey, there's a little thingy again. She's Animo. More turquoise. I think he's crying.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right.
No way.
But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's
Have you
just
seen
how it is
Inazuma?
here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
Oh, it's Hydra Archon crying.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain.
Yeah, they're crying for injustice and this justice.
When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Could that Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontaine? Another one of the elemental dragons of Tevat.
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
After some time, the rain stops.
It rained for longer than I suspected. It's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Cool. Sounds good. You go ahead, Lenny. See you at the performance.
Are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all. Don't worry. We're on the
Fireman can
case.
also talk. Talk and talk and
Sorry
talk.
for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need, no need. This will be a walk in the park for us.
Just give her some food. She'll be happy. Hi, Rashidal. Okay, do we need to deliver it there? Well, let's go there. Look how cool that blacksmith's shop front is.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just
Dropping
looking for a
something
chat
off.
with me.
Oh, no. We're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are. They're for making... what were they called again?
Chocolate
Ah,
boxes.
these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
Do we need to buy?
No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount. But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Wow. Gold
So-
pockets.
Is Linny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology, and wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power from?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you. But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
With negative emotions of a falsely accused.
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But
Hey, A1.
Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Well, you miss a lot of dialogue, yes. I finished the Archon quest of Nahida. That false god thing was, wow, it was way overpowered. And then we came here. Yeah, I didn't miss that much actually, thinking of it. Well, Venti and Nahida both said the gods rely on the belief to obtain power.
Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking, I'm sure you wouldn't mind a few words with me.
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but
bosses.
how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Huh? You...
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Sounds like a usual case of someone owing somebody else money. Okay, so we're not even going to side with her.
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first?
Hey, chill again.
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of more.
Child, sorry, not child, the child.
So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation
visit
here?
us in Inazuma.
Ah, you're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too! What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Oh. It's usually not that common that we as the player recognize the characters they brought in, but this time we actually did. Great stuff. So he helped us enter Inazuma and get the permit to enter. And we did a quest or two for him for the entry permit, but sure. Okay, Fontaine really is a curious place. We sure seem to have run in a lot of friends today.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting.
Yeah.
Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Yep, I think we've already weathered enough storms for now. I don't mind a little excitement every now and again. No. Yeah, actually no. That's better than my dialogue. Yes, let's go with that one.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends?
Yep.
Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys! Let's see who has to pay up now!
can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead, they're all yours.
I'm sure this won't take long.
And obviously we're not going to see anything. Oh, we are. Hey, look at this. We have Hydro. Oh, he's opposed. Oh, mine. Oh, when he's in E mode, There's something else. Oh, I like that. And we can... I like that.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
Oh no, our corners
Now's
on
my
this case.
chance!
Huh. That was weird.
What just happened? Are you feeling alright?
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
What about the
Never
Raiden
mind.
Shogun?
It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
I don't have a vision, so don't ask me. You better not use your delusion too often. I can't remember what the delusion is, actually.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
That is a possibility.
Might be. So about this power, do you have any idea where it came from?
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk.
Oh!
She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
Interesting.
What is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that, but my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Okay, Moby
A
Dick.
whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh.
It's very,
Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
it's very possible that the power inside you is connected to your incident in the abyss.
So why don't you just go ask your master? Maybe she knows the answer.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What? More work for the Northland Bank?
Okay, bye-bye now.
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best, and the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Nope. Probably
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorinde, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Clorinde. Huh.
When we met the Hydra Archon, I'm terrible at remembering names.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
Okay, bye-bye now.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance.
Death sentence is the main ... Yeah, I also think the death sentence is actually the main punishment system, especially if they
Who could have seen
duel
that coming?
against
The reporter
professionals.
who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Hey, don't blurt it out, Paimon. It's rude to spoil the mystery for everyone else. Okay.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Whew. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing.
Never thought I'd see the day when Paimon would enjoy reading. Do you have any idea how long we were watching here?
The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more, well, novel. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
I'm good. You already spoiled it who the murderer is.
Oh, sorry about that. Paimon will be more careful next time. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lenny's performance soon? It's almost time for the show to start, so we should get going.
Okay, stop
Lenny
talking.
said that the Opera House is on Areneas, so let's go ride the Aquabus.
Okay, where do we need to go? Lower or higher? completely missed that one yesterday. We had 15,000 or 58,000 XP. Yeah, we are going to get killed if we actually go up. $45 and then 50. Maybe we should go to 50. No, wait, we need to go to world level 5 first. But I need to upgrade characters first because we are not strong enough to handle that. Isn't that Charlotte? I don't know. Oh, it's the... Who's her friend and what are they chatting about? She's the news reporter we met yesterday. Pretty please, with a cherry on top, Charlotte, journalist extraordinaire, please tell me you're joking. I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Garies by disguising themselves as blubber bees. Is it true? Isn't it? It has to be. I've invested all of my savings into graph adversarial technology and even taken our sizable bank loan. So it's something to do with these things. I'm begging you like a biggest beggar in all of Begdom. Okay, I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lepine Pauline. I admire your passion for your research and I don't mean to dash your hopes for those big ticket orders. But I'm afraid I'm not joking. The Blubber Beast incident was a short story mailed to us by an anonymous amateur author written in the style of a true story. Amateur author? Short story? It sounds like they're just discussing a story, but what does Miss Lepine Pauline seem so distressed? Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting where the editing team was debating the potential risk of misleading the public with this story. They even went to the Mason Guardianage for advice. Guardianage. Don't know. But no one's surprised. But to our surprise, they fully supported us printing it. They figured that the false intel would be a great way to dupe potential criminals into wearing ridiculous costumes when breaking the law. That sounds cool, actually. In truth, Garden Mechs are extremely sophisticated in their capabilities. They can identify criminals just as reliably as best human guards. Garies. Okay, they misspelled this, I don't know why. So crude disguise isn't going to get you far. If anything, it's just make you stand out all the more. Who's going to fall for that? Since we ran that story, the Mason Guardianage has made a slew of... okay, never mind. Arrests, including one phantom blubber beast, a titanic crone finch, and a spectreman. So I knew this story had helped out law enforcement. This is the first time I'm learning of an innocent citizen being deceived by it and investigating so much more from nothing. No. She really sounds like she's in pain. Paimon thinks we should just ask Charlotte what's going on. Hey, Charlotte! Oh, hi, Traveler. I'm Paimon. It's you. I was in the area taking some photos for a story when I got talking to Miss Lepine about her research. She read an article in a steamboat about a criminal who evaded garden make detection by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. Inspired by this story, she spent a lot of more research in counter-criminal image recognition technology. Her aim was to improve Fontaine's public security by developing a device that could enhance Garmek's target recognition capabilities. She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition technologies. She even paid me for the article and gave me one of her prototype devices before I could get a word in. But unfortunately it was just a fictional story and her efforts and aspirations were all in vain. I try to let her down gently, but she's finding it all very hard to accept. This is a new situation for us too. It's such a pity. It seems like this author was only trying to make the story interesting, and the Mason Guardian has only had Fontaine's best interest in mind. It's no one's fault. She is just a victim of a misunderstanding. Wait, Miss Lupine, what are you doing? I'm gonna pick a fight with Gardemek, head to Opera Eclipse and get a one-way ticket to a fortress of Meropide. That way I won't have to repay my debts. It's the only way I can afford to keep on living. Don't do it. Don't do it. Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you. You wouldn't even dent the armor. Garden makes armor. In all likelihood, they only hold you up at the Mason Guardians for a few days before letting you out. And then you'd still have to repay your debts. Actually, instead of going into the technicalities of that, how much did you actually invest? How bad can it really be? 270,000 Mora. Okay, well, escaping to the fortress of Meropide over a sum like that seems like a last resort. Surely there must be other options. Not anymore. I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before that blew to pieces, and now I'm just a small-time engineer. I scraped together some savings over the past few years, but I put every last Mora into this project. Now I'm left with nothing. It's not just my savings that are gone, it's my whole future as a graph adversarial technology specialist and my dreams of becoming a billionaire one day. Yeah, that's a bit of a reach, I think. My life is over. Don't despair, Miss Lupine. I think I know a way for you to return this around. This prototype you've given me, the camera lens for image recognition sample collection, it's really quite something. You said you designed it specifically for high fidelity image capture and analysis, yes? Rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful function in its own right. It's sure to make many journalists' jobs much easier. In fact, I'd say it has the potential to revolutionize Fontaine's news media. Okay, we need to get to the opera house. So your research efforts thus far are by no means in vain. The technology you've developed may have many applications that you've never even considered. How did we trigger this dialogue? Really? Absolutely, I've been working on it as journalist for the Steamboat for a long time now. No one understands the issue we journalists face on a day-to-day basis better than me. So keep calm, take heart, and start thinking about mass production. In the meantime, I'll show you inventions to all my colleagues to drum up interest in your product. I can't believe it. If this is true, then I can look into setting up a whole camera lens development pipeline. My big ticket orders and billionaire aspirations are still on the cards. Okay, hold your horses. Maybe I should consider taking out another loan. That way I can rapidly improve the lens production process, be the first to market, and prepare to battle for dominance in the camera industry. Come on, stop daydreaming about your pipelines for a minute. Just take it one step at a time and see how it goes. There's no sense putting all your eggs in one basket before these things are even off the ground. Being overly ambitious might come back to bite you. Slow and steady wins the race. I can probably speak to some people I know and license my image recognition device to a workshop to raise some funds. I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. There's no time to lose. I need to get to work. Early bird gets a worm. Can you believe her? She just ran off. But I'm pretty sure our advice went in one ear and out the other. Yep, pretty much. It's an ensemble when inspiration and passion strikes at the same time. It's all too easy to throw yourself headfirst into your work and forget about everyone around you. A lot of journalists are the same way when they're first starting out. But don't you worry, I'm going to write an article on all this and I'll be checking in on her regularly. Research has the potential to benefit the entire journalistic community. I'll give her plenty of input to stop her from going down any rabbit holes and make sure mass production of her lens can begin as soon as possible. It's reassuring to know that you'll be looking out for her, Charlotte. Go, Charlotte, star journalist to the rescue. Actually, you know what? Why don't you two take this prototype lens? I'm sure you'll have plenty of chances to use it on your travels. Sure. It takes the right person to get the most out of a new technology. In your hands, I'm sure to capture some amazing sights. Thanks a lot, Charlotte. Today my water is draining. What a nice surprise. We were just curious about what you guys were talking about. Totally didn't expect to get a free gift out of it. You're welcome. I got something out of this too. The beginnings of a very interesting news story. The boundaries between real news reports and news-like fiction must not be blurred, even when there's compelling justification for doing so. Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them the feedback. Let's hope we won't mislead any more well-meaning citizens in the future. Special analyzing zoom lens gadget. After activating the special analysis zoom lens through the inventory of the gadget shortcut bar, you can use camera to use special photo taking functions. After Charlotte activates this gadget, the original effects of framing, freezing, point composition, hold mode cannot take effect, but you can use special methods to take photos. Cool.
In adventuring, as in business, you always have to seize the opportunity while it's there.
And this thing actually walks around us. Interesting. Okay, can we get to the main mission now? Okay, but how? Wait, isn't this higher up? You know what? We can just go here. What the? Hey, and there's a star. Another star Oculus. That's interesting. That's super cool. Oh, I see. We took a water thing to here, apparently. Oh, there's something to battle. Oh, they're dancing or something. Icewind Suite. Court of a Fontaine region, Fontaine. Read from the dialogue choices selected to determine the challenge and the reward attribute. Okay. Oh, so there's different types of challenges. Interesting. There's a waystone. Oh, Marcotte, that's the one we get from the quest. And these are oranges that, or things that looks like.
Seems like the stories here never happen.
Hey, there's a bouncy thingy. Don't know what it is.
It needs a more romantic touch here.
There's that one.
Whoa! Now this is fancy! The Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and Lynette were looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
I mean, you hope.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
What? Yeah, it's an Archon. I'm sure that that lady we met yesterday is not a real Hydra Archon. I'm sure of it.
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
Did you just say something, Paimon?
No, Paimon didn't say anything.
Strange. Whose
Are you
voice
hearing
was that
things?
just now?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Lynette, you scared Paimon.
But
Why
slow
did
reaction.
you get here?
Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
By the way, Lynette, I seem to hear a faint voice just now.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now.
It seems as if the voice was coming from the fountain.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
Doesn't
Besides,
take
it's
long.
the middle of the day. It's not the time for eerie things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
But you're not
It's
Hydra.
because of her sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me. When do you cry?
When you're sad.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
I'm not sure whether I buy it though.
So, what did the voice say?
It seemed to be calling out someone's name.
Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Linny.
Can we pick up this Mora? No! Is that the side quest? You can throw the hydro sigils you obtain across Fontaine into the Fountain of Lucine outside the Opera Eccles to raise its level and obtain valuable rewards. Ooh, okay. Oh, I only have one. Bummer. Bummer. Okay, so a few more of those to get. Okay, so pretty much like the tree in Inazuma. Oh, they have different names, Bethany. receptionist. Shouldn't you be inside? Hey, Finn. Okay, let's go see what this is. Furina is my favorite Archon first. Furina.
Traveler in Paimon. Good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Okay, so you can get Furina as a character, but you say Archon. So is she really the Archon?
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats! Thanks, Linny!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Linny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Let's get busy.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Linny.
Okay, let's explore. Exploration is the name of a game. Okay, nothing to explore here, apparently. Oh! Right. Who's there sitting there?
Oh, these should be our seats. Come on, let's sit down.
Is there only the three of us in here? Who's this?
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still, it's kinda awkward if we don't say anything.
You're a Paimon. You like talking, so go for it.
You little... Of course you put this on Paimon.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it. Paimon's... Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
This is getting even more awkward.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linny would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly forgot to make her introduction. Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linny. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
Nope, doesn't ring a bell to me.
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is.
Nope.
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now. I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Yay! You can ignore her.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations, and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start! Paimon can hardly wait!
Is Farina the only Archon you can play with?
Magic show before!
The crowd intervene and the curtains open let the show begins, whatever.
They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough.
I wouldn't trust my vision
and
with
before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely. right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Interesting little cutscene.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Hyman didn't see him do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear out of nowhere?
What a show. No wonder he's famous magician.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Hyman couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun. I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone here. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Okay.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Let's watch and see.
The lucky audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects numbers entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations! You now have the chance to experience magic firsthand for an entire minute. Please, come forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box.
Okay, so it was not
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That
Before
sounds like
I
a
enter the
threat
magic
more.
box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown?
1, 2,
Like
3.
this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh! Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
I'm sure Lenny's prepared. With a whole crowd counting together, you couldn't even if you wanted to.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60! 59! 58!
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53, 52? Huh? Why aren't you counting, Nervalet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
I like his eyes.
Alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something. 40! 39! 38!
Mr. Lenny, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
I think it's all part of a show.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
Did it come from a stage? Maybe it was just to divert our attention.
Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem like anyone's worried about it.
25! 24! 23! What's wrong, Mr. Lenny? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19! 18! 17!
Now, this is more than 60 seconds.
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. I apologize, everyone. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Okay, where's the other goal?
What happened?
Probably not.
Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
And we'll probably help to investigate, right? After some time, the guards complete their investigation.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance. And there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
And to pull it off like this, in front of an audience including the Archon and Chief Justice.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that badly? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
And it's his sister. Oh no,
Oh,
his sister.
this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right. How can Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We could even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
He's a suspect at most. It's hard to believe all this happened during a show.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
I just think that I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one who helped you the first time we met.
I trust Lenny, definitely. More than you.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a duel the first time we met. But
she
with
likes...
Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw.
She likes making fires.
But draws really are the most boring possible outcome. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser.
And what better place to hold such a riveting showdown and decide the true victor than here, on the grandest of stages, the Opera Epiclese?
Huh. It wasn't a draw. She obviously lost last time.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment,
Why
I
some
would like to
clapping
ask
hands?
you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Just say
Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House.
Where's Lynette?
The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big-shot outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
Let's see what evidence you can gather.
I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
She just goes by her name. Everyone is dismissed and the audience begins to leave along with Farina and Neville.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after witnessing an accident like that?
Yeah, I'm a little shaken up myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
No.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me. I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But if you ask me, the whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box. As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers either. If someone tampered with my performance, then we need to figure out what they did. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
Yes, it is very strange, but there's no denying what happened. No,
Which
strange.
is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
Where did you get those glasses?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh? Don't worry, Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
Oh, we have travel
I
funds?
think they look cute on you, Paimon.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling depressed isn't going to help me now. I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys. Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
Yes, thank you so much.
I won't let you down.
Yeah, just leave it to us. Oh, since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Ah, well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential trade secrets as magicians.
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. The truth behind our tricks is going to be important evidence that will be weighted during the trial. 'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating areas.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case.
Yeah, sure, detective.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
We're Lenny and Lynette's attorneys.
Ah, I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
You will meet Navia Line's
The deceased
owner
is
soon.
one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him.
Who or what is Navia Online?
The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowl inside it.
But why was Cal inside?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
But that's not always true. People can also be the most reliable evidence.
Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Oh. You can use a case record to confirm your current evidence and clue collection situation, sort case-related information. Okay. You can check as yet undiscovered evidence and clues in a case record, then investigate the corresponding area to locate them. Use a perception skill to find evidence and clues that can be investigated within a certain radius around yourself. This will advance your overall progress. Okay. Guards investigation report. The investigation from the guards indicate that the fireworks launched at the tail end of a magic performance set to a rope dangling the water tank alight. I don't think so, but sure. Causing the tank to fall and kill Cowell, who was within it. It seems evident that Linny is the likeliest user of a prop to commit a crime. However, the reason for the victim being Cowell and the reason for the chosen lady's disappearance remains a mystery. The deceased identity. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants named Cowell. He was well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting the show and keeping the crowd engaged. I think he noticed somebody messing with the props, the true kidnapper, and he was found out, and he was killed for getting that. I think that's it. Let's see. This is where the magic box was struck. If Carl weren't inside the box at that moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Examine damaged magic box. A broken magic box was left on the scene after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall.
This looks cut.
The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
Exactly. So either Lenny didn't realize this was a safety concern, or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
I'm just looking at where a rope snapped.
Whoa. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
It seems to be flammable, like a type of flesh cotton.
Huh. So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait, why don't you write all this down? Let's take notes.
Special rope. This rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. The investigation has shown that the location where a rope snapped was made of flammable material. Maurice. Hello, Maurice.
Hello there. What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troop members are currently considered prime suspects. The investigation team is still collecting evidence.
Oh,
The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list. Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Okay.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troop members all claim not to know her, and we have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
Thanks for letting us know all this.
No need to be so formal. If you do happen to see the missing girl, please be sure to contact us.
Of course.
It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Indeed. Information about missing ladies and Lady Halsey is a missing person. Okay, we just got that, so it's fine. Okay, so we need to go look at something. It looks like an ordinary box, but Lenny somehow moved instantly from the stage to being inside of it. How did he do it? Probably the same, right? Yes. How do I get to the top floor? I'm missing something.
I see that you're investigating the area.
Okay, let's see what we got here. Information about missing lady.
Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If
Who
you
are
find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, all right?
Who are you?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it. And I'll start it with that loud thud.
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
That makes sense. So, what do you make of it?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
But wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Yep.
Perhaps the
Through a
balance
door.
wasn't right,
Okay.
leading to a particularly rough landing.
Then wouldn't the water tank have started to swing a bit in that
Oh,
case?
that's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
Strange sound during a magic show. During the switching performance, there was a audible thump that many audience members heard. Okay, we have that. I'll look for a door just now. Those doors, I assume. Okay, not those doors. Let's talk to this guard quickly.
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lenny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong with it?
You're trying to help them? That'll be a tall order.
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Lenny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Lenny reserved our seats for us, too.
Bet you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
Thanks. Sorry to bother you. Yeah, I think...
Even though it's bad for Lenny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
The thing is, Lenny was surprised by the number that came up. I think he wanted one of us to be the person. To be honest. Entrance door, but... Did I miss it or something? Maybe I missed it. Oh, there's the doors. Oh, I went to the middle. I didn't notice the doors. My bad.
of you. Over here. I've been keeping an eye on you for a while now.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it, you're not from Fontaine.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
Okay, so this is a
Though those who play by our rules call me boss.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
Okay, so this is what you meant. I'm going to meet Navia Line's owner soon. Okay, but I have no idea who this is. Who Navia is.
Huh? Boss? Demoiselle? What gives with the names?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rosula anyway.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, back to the situation at hand.
So, you want to investigate as well?
That's right. I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Really? We think so too! That's why we're looking for clues now. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Okay.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever.
Exactly. I thought exactly.
But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her.
Oh, when you put it like that.
All right, I've answered your question. Now, it's time you answer mine.
Which is?
Wait a minute, did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
Nope.
Well?
Just no, not always.
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it easier for a truth to fall by the wayside. Something serious like a trial shouldn't be treated like entertainment.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I, too, think that the Traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. And if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Malus. Anyway, I like your answer. You pass with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
Oh, well, I can be the assistant, sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
That's more like it.
I think you're missing a point, Paimon. Seems you've already agreed then.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Oh, alrighty then.
We'll be making some preparations first. Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Lenny's tricks. Thanks!
Nope, not gonna tell you Lenny's tricks. Oh, a little bouncy goal.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Lenny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating the case. Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes, after the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
Yeah, so she could have left before. What about during the show?
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either.
How can you be so sure,
Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time. I couldn't see Lenny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melusines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say the girl couldn't have left through here.
So she's still in the building? Or secret
Thank
exit?
you for your help. This will be useful info.
Interesting exit to the Opera House. No one left Opera House during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Lenny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be monitoring your actions and making notes as necessary.
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Apparently somebody.
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower.
Oh, she's Geo.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Navia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Oh,
Fine
doesn't
by
like we have a
me.
choice.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Nope.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back of the door isn't the same.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside this one.
Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as we head down.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
And this passage linked the 2 boxes together.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
Then what about your side of the trick?
Right! You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
So that's how it all worked! Wow, every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
I can tell a lot of thought was put into this.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
She was swapped in this area.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime, so Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
A magic trick. Got it. On-stage magic box structure. Got it. Audience side magic box structure. Got it. Yeah, she's in here. Or there's a clue as to where to go. No.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience was wearing, right? Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
They didn't mention the guest having a wardrobe change.
Right. And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them?
Just want to see here.
Ugh, this is so confusing. Paimon doesn't want to be a detective anymore.
A young lady's clothes. There should be a control device for a trolley. It seems to be able to operate automatically. A ladder is required in order to return to the magic box above.
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh? There's all kinds of odds and ends here.
Lenny didn't mention this earlier.
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick. But why would it have been left here?
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Drop trick drop.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Maybe it was part of the trick.
Paimon knows! It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to disappear. And here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Let's note this down too and think about it later.
Broken flower vase. I think there's a secret entrance or something. High precision required to complete this magic show, and tracks are perfect for making the trolley stay on the designated route. All kinds of props and costumes are haphazardly stuffed inside. A vent. Ah.
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit through here.
Huh. Could this have been the suspect's escape route?
Yes.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Other than those that go through the magic boxes, and Lenny and Lynette were in the 2 magic boxes.
Oh, you're right! Let Paimon write that down.
Well then, if that guy
Seems
says
we're just about done investigating.
a trolley is crucial for transporting magic box to the other side, the culprit must have used this to execute their plan.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Did we get all the spots here? I thought we'll find like a hidden passage or something. Bummer.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malouse returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in novels.
Oh, it would seem so.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
For Oratrice will too.
That's right. This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this has ever happened anyway.
Fascinating.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neverlet called the shots.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment, which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Ah, yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place before the trial.
Huh? Why?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
Okay, what if we need to investigate
They're
something
concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties, or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for that! Paimon thinks they have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Yeah.
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards, nor is any guarantee of balanced nutrition.
Now's not the time to be picky.
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I was hoping to take you to try some of Fontaine's famous desserts, too. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Huh. Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding, just kidding. Paimon will still do her best, even if there are no snacks.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh? Here? But how?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
Good work, you two. Then I'll get to it. Please sit tight for a moment. You'll get to taste my awesome snacks soon enough.
These three are quite the interesting group.
Must be a Spina di Rosula thing. Don't know what that is. Never methodically handles her ingredients and pulls fresh macaroons.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. Oh, it's even better now. Paimon can't stop drooling. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around, Paimon thought you'd have them do more during the baking process. But you ended up doing the entire thing by yourself. Beating the egg whites, grinding almonds, everything.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
That's quite what Paimon meant, but okay.
Paimon was just thinking, aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try, fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite, strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Thank you. Why don't you take a break as well?
No need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
All right then. Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines.
Yep.
The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Indeed.
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
So, apart from the twins, we're left with 2 other people. The missing girl and the deceased.
The flower vase and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction.
They dressed
Perhaps
her
the criminal
differently.
thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
There's no evidence that this third person even exists. I think it does.
True. None of the clues we found thus far support the existence of this third person. But the only people left to consider are both technically victims, whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowell.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowell before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the magic trick worked. Or maybe she did. Maybe she did her own escape. Ooh, that's an interesting twist. Maybe she wanted to escape herself and she went through the vent alone after changing her clothes. She knew what her seat number was, so she rigged the machine, the counting machine, or the seat selecting machine. I don't know.
That's right.
Maybe the
And
guy
even
was
if she
collateral.
had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
Were we not thorough enough in our search? From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible case. Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They smell great! They're nice and crisp and super sweet!
They are my specialty, after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest!
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
It's fine if you ate them. You ate them. Oh, it's fine. Everyone knows how much you love eating.
Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach!
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Malus, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh? What are you doing?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Oh, there's really no need to do that.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
Now there does a second round of baking and 2. However, the discussion that follows does not yield much
Well,
progress.
that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the area. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
All right, thanks for your help and for the snacks.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Malus, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything new.
Probability of third person being involved. I think that's highly likely, except if she escaped on herself.
All right, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably going to be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Don't blink! Huh?
Okay, this still, I don't know where and what that did. Got that. What if she's still down here? And a third person escaped. Now, I think she's still down here somewhere. She struggled while getting undressed and... yeah. Okay, let's wait. Oh, that's investigate. Return to the surface. Okay, let's see if we can conclude this because we need to finish this. Okay, well, let's wait. I actually wanted to come back tomorrow in real life and finish this up. But if I leave this, I'm afraid of messing up with the timeline for me quitting to do the commissions again.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
I do have some thoughts, but let's take this thing step by
Good
step.
plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects Lenny and Lynette, at least we will be supporting them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
And she doesn't care. She just wants things to happen.
Thanks, Navia. Well?
Oh, we missed something. Did we miss more than that?
We'll be going then.
Best of luck to you.
Can we go back into the tunnel? Doubt it. Looks like we missed some clues.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
To be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed. That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Yeah. Shouldn't she provide evidence of their guilt rather than just accuse them? Just you.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. Linney explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Linney clearly reveals the details of that magic trick everyone in Norway.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying. There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression of any kind?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Huh?
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could Linney not know about that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the oratory stance in the trial.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
The House of the Hearth?
They're for Dewey?
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted?
Thank you, look smug.
Now comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Hey, Linny, why didn't you tell us this before?
Linny and Lynette of June.
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points. First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
There's no doubt about the magic ability to con others. Given how Linnea has concealed his identity, this could all have been set up beforehand. Plus, Child is here in Fontaine along with other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been victim of such schemes before, and now...
Please answer my question, Mr. Linney.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor.
Granted.
My client has withheld some key information. My defense cannot proceed.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. Linney's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought. In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
While court is adjourned, you meet with Linny and Lynette backstage.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two. We based our entire reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad!
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Vatui several times before. I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset. But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends. That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know this isn't all just another lie?
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Well, I still do believe him.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, them then.
Well, you both say that, but...
Explain the other issue first. Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now!
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately? During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick, with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
And what did you find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice. Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
But why do you want to understand how our Oratrice operates?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either. But, like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
I believe in facts. Well, I will defend you from these charges. I believe that judgment will be dispensed as it should.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Well, actually, we already have a key evidence we need.
Huh?
The adjournment almost over. Let's go back. I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
I don't. Lenny's statement claims that he headed to the chamber containing the Oratrice core. A voice in the Oratrice core chamber. That's the other two we've needed in the bottom. Okay, so we have all clues. Okay, great. Let's see where this is heading. Then I need to head to bed. The brief adjournment ends in a nail-biting trial.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial. When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Ugh, that took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention. At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Based on our position's account of events, you can identify loopholes in their statements. Okay. Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any erroneous assertions of fact and replace them with new inferences. Use your refutations to convince the audience and to obtain more support from the people. The oratories will display such shifts clearly. Okay. When you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete a cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. Farina versus...
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound.
Okay, so where do I refute it?
Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description
Yes.
of the events?
Well, apparently, yes, I probably
The
have
key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny experienced and what he saw.
Lenny entered the tunnel as a countdown began. Okay, that's... Okay, so Lenny's statement. Lenny claims that he headed to the chamber containing the oratory's core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness a crime taking place, and thus did not hear a thud. That's the first one. This one. No one left the opera house during the magic show and after the incident, so not that. Lenny claims to have heard a mysterious voice within a chamber. I'm guessing... Okay,
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Okay, this one. Lenny knocked Halsey out. However, was Lenny really in the tunnel? Identify. So he was...
Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
Okay, and this one. Lenny knocked Scottwell out. Identify loopholes. So he saw the address.
Linny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Yeah, but I'm not done.
Attention! Ace Detective Paimon has something to say!
Oh, okay, now it's Paimon.
When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel.
Okay.
But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent!
Successful refutation.
Paimon did it! Paimon actually managed to say all that! Oh, wasn't it awesome?
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
That's right!
Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. However, you say that Cowell bumped into Lenny by chance.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Lenny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell them! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Oh, well, your denial
this
is
is getting
very
long. I'm
strident.
starting to
I'll
lose
give you
viewers.
that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you refuted Lenny's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
Your claim has now become my weapon. Your claim has also become a critical clue. I don't know what. Information about missing lady's identity. Which is the evidence that Lenny wasn't in the tunnel when a crime took place. Information about the missing lady's identities. Strange sound during a magic show.
That's right! Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance. This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof! How do you like that?
Well played.
To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
I don't know who the murderer was. Select the gear icon in the interface to check a corresponding case question. Select answers and fill in the empty gears. Why is there so much mechanics regarding this one thing? This will never happen again. I don't get this. Your reduction. If you have made mistakes, you must make another selection from the remaining options. Once you have answered all the questions correctly, you can complete this logic chain. Okay. The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of a show, igniting the burn through the rope, spinning the water tank above the stage. This caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowell in the box below. How did the culprit trigger the onstage accident? If Lenny is no longer under suspicion, only the other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the ropes. Lenny gave a detailed account of a magic. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of onstage interactions. Okay, where do I choose?
Could there have been a third person involved?
Yes.
Is that real? The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along?
Do we want to select this one? Okay, well then.
Could there have been a third person?
Yes.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant.
Okay. That, I don't know. We know this.
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious? The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
How can we investigate Lenny as having been unable to intervene with the crime?
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So...
I don't know. Let's see.
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So... where would the criminal have wanted to take...
I don't know what to choose.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between... It would have been tough for both people to fit into that vent. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell.
Okay, so these three are wrong.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. It would have been tough for both people to fit. No one entered or left the opera house.
Okay, so those two are wrong. Okay, well.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that...
Yeah, we know that.
It would have been tough for both people to...
The criminal must have understood the methods behind Lenny's magic trick and must have been in a position to easily modify the equipment. Leaving aside how he died, Cowell had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noise could likely have been sound of Cowell and Halsey struggling. And Lenny was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This would have given time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of a magic box in the audience stands, but according to the guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house, so even if he had taken her, there's no means of exiting. Exit from a box would have been in full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteeing that they would be discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is. So this was
Come
all
on.
just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it. But it seems...
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track? Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely. And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear.
Escaping from a
like
water
you did
tank.
from that water tank, Lynette.
Wait, could it have been in the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents. But do you not see that the crowd is growing
Gee
impatient?
whiz, this game is irritating
There
me
is
that
no
it doesn't have
greater sin
stops.
in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind.
Okay.
If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Oh, just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound at the moment. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I request that we examine Cowell's personal effects. We might find something there.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about 2 completely different things.
Even so, I trust the traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
After some time, a guard returns with news.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are... water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've gotta be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowl was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results, but we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor.
How much dialogue
If we
still?
uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all.
Okay, now does it make sense now?
Think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
Yeah, I don't know.
The rope that strung the water tank up. The water from the primordial sea. Now it seems like the hook rope was not... Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box. Lynette was in the magic box on... The deceased's name is Cowl. Lynette was in the magic box...
Yeah, I'm just guessing now again.
The deceased's name is Cowl. Now it seems like the hook rope was not... The water from the primordial... The rope that strung the water tank... The deceased's name is Cowl.
What? I don't get this.
Lynette was in the magic box. Now it seems like the hook rope... The water from the primordial
They're
sea...
given new clues, but we can't use them.
The deceased's name is Cowl.
Didn't I have... I don't get this. It's too late this side. We need to finish this now. Every minute I'm thinking we're at the end, but it never ends.
Detective Paimon's time to shine again! In the original plan, Cowl would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowl would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case. And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
That can't be. Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counterattack only to come back and wound you. Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
Oh no, not again.
Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization. Am I right?
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the road?
Oh no. Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Oh, why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning.
Flawless.
I believe this is indeed the finale. Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout, and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic? I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. Linny, if you would be so kind.
What in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion. But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, Linny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
I understand.
I don't. Can we get on with it?
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowell. I
Isn't she
admit
the
it.
one that owes money?
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt. I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief. Liddy even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
I thought she wanted to escape. Was one of my theories, at least. If they're practiced hand at concealment, probably. A professional thief could make it work.
But I swear, I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Yeah, now it's time to refute the Hydra Archon's previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Oh goodness, can we get to this? I don't know. I'm just gonna choose, see which one fits.
The strange sound.
Come on.
The flower vase. Lillian was a...
Okay, there we go. Okay.
And it's Ace Detective time having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved. He did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Okay, if this doesn't end in 5 minutes, I'm quitting. Done.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo!
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements? Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
She wants to run away.
What? Are you reading my mind now? No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow, look at that! She's like a deflated balloon now.
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of the actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Liliane was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Liliane. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Liliane, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent. While there is much in Linny and Liliane's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision. As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Great work, partners.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Let's not celebrate just
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not Linny, but you, yes? I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know. Our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about.
The boss, isn't it that mademoiselle? He turned into water.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
An outrageous act. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Okay, now yeah. However, nothing is found in the scene of liquid left behind after Von dissolved. No, I'm done. Can't continue this. This is taking forever
We're
now.
just going back now?
Her problem seems to have been solved for now. We're not needed here anymore.
That's...
Traveler, Paimon! Please wait.
Lenny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I just didn't want anyone to... I just didn't wish to see anyone be falsely accused.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain Linny this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
She.
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? Back when our parents first died, Lynette and I were left wandering to survive.
I'm not gonna finish
I took to surreptitiously observing. I took my sister. To my surprise, before long.
So you went from orphans to nobility?
That was how we felt. But I gradually discovered that while we were called, he would constantly take me.
That doesn't seem too bad.
After one particular performance, I waited a long time. The answer he gave me was,
I have to be awake
she
in
caught
3
the eye
hours,
of the most
so
eminent.
Oh no. So he was gonna...
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to a... I managed to ferret. All I saw was the moonlit ground.
So...
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to... Father, I mean, the Knave. The House of the Hearth. I was hesitant to but she was also quick to destroy...
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House
Goodness
of the
gracious,
Hearth.
can this game not stop?
She has gained permission.
So...
That's right. Today's case has everyone at Hotel to us orphans. The only connection we have.
So, from small deeds like this...
It's all right. I just hope you can understand that even if you should need anything at all in the future...
Goodbye. Can I freaking go now?
Bye, Lenny!
Gee whiz, this was actually very painful for me. I'm sorry, guys. I'm kind of irritated with this because I am dead tired. And this dialogue didn't want to finish. Okay, so I'm going to call it here. We'll come back tomorrow and see if we can not get dialogue. We'll see what happens. But yes, for now, let's call it a stream episode, a very long, elongated episode and stream. So thank you for everybody joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. I didn't, unfortunately, but yes, maybe tomorrow we will again. Thank you. See you in the next one. Cheers.
I'm all for work-life balance, but